Hi everybody, this is going to be an upgrade to an Elvis video that I made recently and I deleted, where I had shown my entire collection of 12-inch albums of Elvis Presley, no 45s, everything that I have up to this point in 2014. Travis Robinson 179 wanted us to show our Elvis stuff, and I figured this was a good time to do an update of where I stand right at this moment with Elvis. And I realized after I made the video that I neglected to show at least a dozen albums that I had in another section of my apartment. So I put them all together now to get a complete account of what I have up to date. And this also is going to start out with some 10-inch records that I didn't show. And here's a few 10-inch records. It starts with Good Rockin' Tonight. This is a 10-inch. Some of these, because I'm not going to bother putting my glasses on for this video, I mean I can't see anyway, even with the glasses. Some of these are, going to be import records, but I don't really know rightly from where because I can't see them that well. But here's another 10-inch record, Elvis' 50th. Nice cover. Here's a 10-inch record, Janis and Elvis. And this reminds me, by the way, I'm going to have to get some 10-inch clear sleeves. I know they make them. I don't have that many 10-inch records, but what I do now is what I think a lot of people do. I kind of take a 12-inch clear bag and I kind of like fold it over and tape it to the size, which I guess is good enough if you only have like 5 or 6 10-inch records to show. Here's another one with a nice cover, foreign import. The Best of Elvis. That's another one. Nice cover. Okay. I also forgot about, in the last video, showing the Elvis Aaron Presley box set that I have, which comes with a book. And not only a book, but this is the book. It also has 8 records. Or is it 8? So it's a nice assortment of different phases of Elvis's career in this box. I don't know how I made the last video forgetting to show these, but I did. Okay. Now, here's Elvis's first album, Elvis Presley. I got a little bit of an upgrade. It's hard to find these in really good condition, needless to say. But this one had a little bit of a tear here. And I think the top of this is split. I think I have a seam split here. So I was happy to upgrade that to this one, which is a lot better. It's a lot more solid and in good shape and complete. Just excuse me for a minute. I'm going to use this box here. It's become my Elvis box, where I'm going to put all these records as I show them. Okay. Not all these albums are going to be in strict chronological order as we go on. You'll see it. They'll be all over the place. But this is Elvis's second album. Elvis Golden Records. If I could have one album to take to a desert island of Elvis, it would be this album, if I was allowed to take greatest hits compilations. And a lot of these records are written by Margie. It looks like Margie McDonald. I got her name on a lot of these records, Margie McDonald. I'm going to try to go a little faster with these records because I don't want to go past my time. King Creole, original. Loving You, original. A lot of these have been reissued these days, but I don't like buying reissues personally, unless I absolutely have to. I prefer the older ones. Here's Elvis Is Back. So it's got a nice back cover on here. It's a good album. Here's another Elvis Is Back. This one says Living Stereo on the top, and it has the sticker here. Fun in Acapulco, one of Elvis's movies. I like to get these movie albums in the LPM mode. It's mono instead of stereo. Most of them are in mono that I found in nice condition. Here's A Date with Elvis. It had the, it was in good condition. It had the 1960 calendar on it. Guess you were supposed to hang that up on your wall. Spin Out. I did a nice cleaning job on this one. It was really, his white jacket here was really full of ring wear and dirt. Look, you can see how nice that looks. Great cover for this one. Elvis Records, Volume 2. 50 million Elvis fans, can't be wrong, it says. Here's a probably a better copy. I just showed this one, but this is a better copy, upgrade of the original Loving You soundtrack album. And we got the Worldwide Gold Hits box set. It's got several records in here, and if anybody's just starting out getting into Elvis, I recommend this record. Series of records. It Happened at the World's Fair. Girls, Girls, Girls. Speedway, which I just added recently to the collection. How Great Thou Art. Blue Hawaii. His Hand in Mine. I hear this is a rare cover. If it is, I'm glad to have it. It's in great shape. In mono. Here's Elvis's Golden Records Volume 3. Still had the cellophane on it underneath this, which is cool. It's got the price sticker there. Which is fun. Elvis for Everyone. They got Potluck with Elvis. I always like this cover. Something for Everybody. Now, here's something I wrote on the back just for fun. I put an index card here. It says, don't play. One track's badly scratched. Need disc replacement. Don't know if you can read it. Just a reminder on myself, I gotta get a new record for this one. Yeah, sometimes you have to Frankenstein in the pieces to try to make a nice collection with a nice cover. 20 Greatest Hits Volume 1. Beautiful cover. And I could look at this for like 20 minutes. This is a nice cover. Almost in Love. Having Fun with Elvis on Stage. This is an all talking album. Elvis is just talking on this album, which I haven't played yet. February 1970, On Stage. Here's another record. If you're just starting out on Elvis, I'd recommend this. Actually, this is the one to go to. If I could only recommend one and you didn't want to buy that other box set, this one, the Top 10 Hits. This has all, it's a double record, I believe, and it's got his Top 10 Hits, the best known songs of Elvis. It's a newer, one of the, I say newer albums, the 80s, 1980s, later 80s. Here's one of my favorite Elvis albums, For LP fans only. That's an original. Here's a really nice collection of Elvis's Sun records, the complete Sun sessions. It's got all his early recordings when he was really the rockin' rebel, as they call him. Here's an original copy of Elvis's Christmas album. I'm not going to open it, but it's a very hard record to come by in nice condition. And again, unfortunately, the sides of this album, which I don't know if it shows well, is it's kind of split the seam over there, but it's supposed to be a binding with red tape that just doesn't hold up. It's very hard to find this record in good shape. The record itself is pretty good, and it's got a book in here of photos that's in great shape. So along the Christmas line for Elvis, we have Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. This has shrink wrap on it, which I'm happy to show. And we got some variations on Elvis's Christmas album, different covers. We got this one here, Elvis Christmas album. And then we got this one that's just slightly different looking. It's got a border on the bottom here, Elvis's Christmas album again. Elvis Roustabout, one of his better movies, I think, from the 60s, as far as fun movies go. And then you have Clambake. Whenever somebody tries to make fun of Elvis and makes fun of his movies, they always say Clambake. But Clambake is one of the, as far as the screwball comedies of the 60s, it's not as bad as some other ones, I don't think. And we got G.I. Blues. And we got Frankie and Johnny. Now this, to me, is one of Elvis's worst movies. This one and Kissin' Cousins, I'd say, two of the worst. And also Stay Away Joe. I don't have the Kissin' Cousins soundtrack because I haven't found it in good condition yet. Here's one of his better movies from the 60s, Girl Happy. I think it's a lot of fun. The 56 Sessions Volume 1. I think this is a UK album. Nice cover. There's a compilation album from later years, I Was the One. This is Reconsider Baby, which is worth opening because for those who like these kind of things, blue vinyl matches the cover really nice. Reconsider Baby. Okay, continuing on. Elvis in Demand. Just bear with me. Trying to keep the unusual album, shall we say, for later. But Elvis Presley, A Valentine's Gift for You. You know, it's funny, but I only managed to find this album in good condition, I think it was a day or two after Valentine's Day this year, which is unfortunate because it would have been good to get on Valentine's Day on red vinyl. You know, so the timing was a little off. But at least I have it. I have a, this is a later pressing of the King Creole album. You can tell by the RCA block letters and also the border. Here's a different pressing of the one I showed before for LP fans only. It's got the stereo logo here. I just showed this one on another video. It's worth showing again because it's got purple vinyl, which is my favorite color, purple. Okay, Elvis sings songs for children and grown-ups too. Getting tight in this box. Flaming Star. Elvis Sings Flaming Star. This is one of the Pickwick albums, but it's still sealed, never opened, which is nice. Here's another album that's sealed and never opened. Burning Love and Hits from His Movies. Another sealed album I just got. Welcome to My World. Nice cover. So many of these are worth it just for the covers, you know. They're nice. Okay, it's getting a little tight in that box. Elvis exclusive live press conference. Got a lot of living to do. Elvis the Entertainer. Elvis, the Dorsey Shows. Elvis, Viva Las Vegas. And anytime I show this, I always can't resist turning it around to show Anne Margaret on the back there. From the Waist Up. I've only realized recently this originally came with a poster, which I do not have. I've seen better copies of this with the poster since I bought this, but I haven't upgraded it. The King Speaks, February '61 in Memphis, Tennessee. Says a press conference or interview album. Elvis, Rockin' with Elvis on New Year's Eve from Pittsburgh, December 31st, 1976. This is a double album. I think it's a double album. Well, it's got a gatefold anyway. Elvis Presley, Loving You. The Elvis tapes. Okay, live experience. Pretty scary looking picture of Elvis there, I think. I love this cover. Certain covers just grab you, you know. Plantation Rock. It's a nice picture. Elvis, A Portrait in Music. I know a lot of these I forgot to show in my last video. That's why I'm glad I've upgraded it. Elvis Presley is alive and well and singing in Las Vegas. Good title. Some Vegas performances. In person, Elvis and his show. This says Elvis's 1961 Hawaii benefit concert. Elvis, Rockin' Rebel Volume 2. Unfortunately, I don't have Volume 1, but I remember seeing that photograph in magazines, mail order magazines, and it's a really cool cover. And the last ones I have here are the 4 in the series of Elvis, A Legendary Performer, that's Volume 1, and Legendary Performer Volume 2. Legendary Performer Volume 3, this is the only one that's actually a picture disc. This is a disc with a picture of Elvis on it. The other ones aren't. And this is Legendary Performer Volume 4. Actually, I have one more record to show. This is probably pretty cool because it's like a newer Elvis release. This came out in 2013. It's Elvis at Stax. With, I guess, songs that he recorded in Memphis. And that's like a new Elvis album. And it's on 2 records. I talked about this in another video, but just for posterity, I'll say it here. Again, you know, this has 4 sides. 2 records, 4 sides, and each one only has like 4 songs on it, which is something new that they do with these 180-gram vinyl records these days. You know, for sound quality reasons, they like to put the fewer songs you put, the less volume, the better the sound, I think, right? They don't want to do like a K-tel, you know, compressed kind of thing. But the only thing is that it gets a little bit of a pain in the butt getting up 4 times at different sides, or 3 times, whatever, to change the record. 2 times? It's early in the morning. I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyway, that's it. That keeps me up to date. I'm pretty sure there's no Elvis vinyl LPs, 10-inch or 12-inch, hanging around here that I haven't shown. So this takes me up to date as of this date. What, March 23rd? Right? March 23rd, 2014. This is what I have of Elvis on 10 and 12-inch vinyl. And I'm sure by the time I get out of this room, I'll probably have another one that I buy at the store right after that. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, Travis Robinson, and any other Presley fans out there.